Offer ends on March 15th while supplies last. Well, we are coming up. We are almost to the
Is it 8 already, Jami?
It is not. We have many a minute left. 4 more minutes before the announcement of the burpees.
22.1 is a triplet. In 15 minutes, complete as many rounds and reps as possible of 3 wall walks, 12 dumbbell snatches, and 15 box jump overs. Let the games begin.
0% skill, 100% heart, right?
Woo. We are at CrossFit Reykjavik. It's Thursday night and we just got the first open workout announced. We got a 15-minute AMRAP, 3 wall walks, 12 dumbbell snatches, 15 box jump overs with that step down.
15 minutes is a long time to do this. So you gotta be super vigilant, make sure that you stay on pace because it's so easy to back off a little. And by backing off a little on something with this many rounds, this many transitions, you're gonna lose a ton of ground.
You need to be really focused all the way through the workout to keep that pressure on, to keep your pace on. It's gonna be very easy to lose time and it's also gonna be very easy to blow up. Here we go, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's get some clean reps on that first round. Nice pace. Full 10 plus 1 dumbbell snatch. That's solid.
Ooh, that's a great workout, to be honest. It's a good test, and I do think it made it better that you had to step down. I would have probably lost an Achilles if not, because I'm fast at those, and I would have done it because it's the open. So good job on you guys for keeping people safe and breathing hard. Ooh, that was fun.
The rest of the crew is doing it tomorrow. Any tips for them?
Well, they just have to go a little bit faster than me, right? I'm a masters now.
Frederik, luckily for us, he did the workouts, but the other athletes, they're just at home resting. They will hit the workout tomorrow morning. So we were just here to kind of get the first ideas, how we want them to approach it. And then now we're gonna go back in the office and just spend a couple hours thinking about the workout, creating some content for our members, and just making sure that everyone knows how to attack it first thing in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Katrin moved to Iceland. She just couldn't stay away from me any longer. It's very, very good. Not just for training, but also just like I have my friend back. Today is Friday. I don't know the date. Friday, the first of the open. And we're about to do the open workout. Me and Kat are going to do the open workout together. Frederik was here last night when it was announced, testing it out so that we will be ready to hit it. We're just going to do the open once per workout so that we will just be able to hit it hard and do it well on the first try.
Sure, the lady I saw, Heidi, she was really good and she would needle it and then do like stem. So it'd be like a light little like pulse, and I feel like that would be the biggest relief I'd get.
I think it's a fun workout. I was not expecting that at all. I thought we were going to be doing 7 minutes of burpees. CrossFit Games put out some little little quiz thing or whatever, and everyone was like, it's definitely burpees. And I'm like not following it too much, so I was like, okay, it's gonna be burpees. And then I thought maybe it's gonna be 7 minutes of burpees to a touch. But then that didn't come out.
Who's this guy?
He's just some random guy who showed up from the UK. And he's amazing physio that we've all heard so much, like so many great things. The magic wizard. Sports chiropractor, sorry.
And he is potentially the best. He's a chiropractor from UK. I've known Andrews over 10 years now. He's probably the best manual therapist that I've ever met.
Whenever we can make it work, I try and schedule some time to come out to Iceland to help with the training and preparation. And obviously the Open has just started this weekend, so it's a big one. Now the restrictions are coming to an end with the pandemic. It's going to make it a lot easier to get out here, and I'm not going to have to do so much remote video treatment, which we've been working on the last couple of years. It's quite an appropriate tattoo you've got there.
Yeah, fucking hard.
Annie and Katrin will go first. We're going to postpone Lauren until Monday just so she can get some work done today with the treatments. And then it's going to be Tola and KARL a little bit later on. We were going to put the boys together, so Björgvin as well, but when you live in Iceland, sometimes the mountain is closed and you just can't get over it. So he's stuck back home in Kverkari, so he's going to do the workout at his own affiliate.
Well, great. 22.1 is not going to happen in Reykjavik for me. I live 30 minutes outside of Reykjavik and I need to drive there and over one mountain to get there, but for the, I don't know, 50th, 60th time this winter they have closed the roads. Basically I just had to do the workouts on my own in my home gym, and I'll see the guys hopefully for 22.2.
Faster, faster.
Rush like that, crazy fast.
Don't breathe, hold your breath.
Both of the girls, Katrin and Annie, are so competitive that even though they're great friends, when it's game time in training and they have a workout where they can push each other, they will definitely be like, oh, she's going at this pace, I'll go at that pace.
I'm sitting in the bathroom and I'm like, it's like, I know Annie's gonna like go out of the gates like charging faster. I'm like, it's so like, don't give up, don't slow down because she's ahead of you. I'm like, even if she's faster, I'm like, I will catch her on like minute 10 to 12 and I need to have a chance to do that. And meanwhile, Annie
I'm in the bathroom, I'm like, Annie, just if Kat catches you and gets ahead of you, do not back off. Like, do not back off.
So both of us are like, don't give up, don't give up. Like, she goes faster when she catches me. So we have like these, we're both sitting in the bathroom just like
because we know how we are. Like, I tend to start up real ahead,
I come in hot later.
Comes, and then I'm like, oh, fuck.
So basically,
moral of the story, do not give up.
No, I just think now that I should go to the bathroom and think about this.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Matte. Jag kommer väl kameran. Varje kommer ner.
Yeah, can you show me one more time?
Okay, good. That's good. Yeah.
Sheesh.
That was real good.
Sheesh. Oh, she didn't give me a sheesh. Whoa.
Just gotta hide that.
Sheesh. There you go. It was not the worst workout I've ever done.
No, right? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
It was the breathing, and then it's just like mentally staying in it.
I felt like I was doing good, but to have you guys like, yeah, you're doing pretty good. I was like, that's nice.
I do the positive.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. Like, hey, you're doing a great job. You look good.
Any tips for people who are about to hit it for the first time?
Don't underestimate the transitions. So it's 3 transitions every round. and over so many rounds, let's say you get 8 to 12 rounds, that's 24 to 36 transitions. That's so much. So like even extra seconds every time add up really fast. I always call it 3 times. So make sure in a transition you and get to work. So try and focus on from wall climbs, how quickly can you pick up the dumbbell? Finish a dumbbell, how quickly you're on the next box jump. For the box jump, how quickly can you get your chest back down to the floor? So thinking that those things add up, and the rest of the movement honestly doesn't have to be super fast. That just has to be moving. So move through the whole thing, transition fast.
I would say just like mentally, I'm not a huge fan of AMRAPs, so I always break it up in my head. So for me, I thought about one round at a time, and within the round, I thought about it's 3 wall climbs, 2 times 6 snatches. So I just like, I'm not breaking it up, but I do 6, and then it's like, all right, now 6 more. And then on the box jump overs, I did 5, 5, 5. And I could always do 5 box jump overs. And then I thought about it 3 rounds at a time. So I did the first 3, then I was like, all right, just 3 more. And then I did those 3, and then I'm like, all right, I just need to do 3 more, and then it's just finishing the workout. And I feel like that worked really well for me, but I got a little bit frustrated when I heard there were only 4 minutes to go. I would have wanted like 4.5 minutes at that point. So I'm like a little annoyed with myself. I feel like I slowed down at that point because I was like, oh, dang it, like it's not gonna be. I wanted like to do 12 rounds, finish the wall climbs, and get well into the snatches, like preferably finish the snatches.
One thing you have to remember about this workout is 15 minutes, it's not that long, it's actually really long. So it's maybe best to think about it like a 5K run. So if you start a 5K run too slow, there's no way to make up that time. But if you start by sprinting 400 meters, you're gonna burn out before you get to the finish line. So you have to start fast, maybe a little faster than you'd like, and then you're gonna have to hold on. But there is no need to rush from the beginning. So that's really important. If you tend to go too hot off the gates, try to pace the first round and then unleash yourself. That might be a good way to think about it. You need to know your own capacity. If you would run that 5K, you have to know what are the splits that you can keep. So I really think it's useful to have someone who can call out the splits for you, so you know if you're on the pace that you set for yourself. The pace doesn't need to be blistering. If you're going 130 rounds, but you keep it all the way till the end, you're gonna have a great score. So just try to set something that's gonna be consistent for you, and know that the first 2-3 rounds, yes, they will be faster. And yeah, the last few rounds will be the slowest, but your goal is really to keep that standard that you set for yourself at the beginning. The second thing to think about is, where do I lose time here? And if you look at the analysis that we have on our website of the announcement show, for example, you see that the big difference, for example, between Pat and Noah was the transitions. So Pat saved about 32 seconds on transitions relative to Noah, so that doesn't include the resting between any reps, that's only the rest from one movement to the next. And if you look at those transitions, going from that wall walk flat on your face to that dumbbell snatch is the slowest transition. So if you want to make up time, move fast on those transitions, get that first rep in, and then just keep moving at the pace that you're moving. If you need to slow down, pace the movements, don't pace the transitions, always get to work. The final thing that you want to consider is, how are you going to do these movements? The wall walk, first of all, important. I think we said this before, but to maintain the standard, make sure you don't get any no reps, they will be costly. When you're starting from the floor, you want to maybe look at someone like Annie, who's going to lift her butt up first, then climb the feet up, and then start moving the feet. Really efficient way of doing that. Or you might look at Tola, for example, who had these big, long steps. You could go up with 3 steps. If that works for you, that's a great strategy as well. There is not necessarily one sole way of doing the wall walk, but what's really important that you explore a way that's going to be doable and repeatable throughout the whole piece. For the snatch, the most important thing is to just get started. Even if you're moving slow, but you get that first rep in straight away, you'll be okay. This is a good opportunity to breathe for you, so make sure you breathe on every single repetition, and make sure you don't rush the repetitions. You want to move fast, but not rushed. Rushed means working against the dumbbell. When the dumbbell is going down, you don't start to pull until you make the ground contact. Use your hips, use that core to extremity movement pattern. Make them as efficient as you can, but stay relaxed. Finally, for the burpee box jump over, wanted to put a burpee there, maybe not. For the box jump over, when you're going over and if you're facing the box, make sure you have that half spin on the box and your foot kind of slips down from the box, so you're not bouncing up, but you're sliding down off from the box. Again, something you might need to practice before you start the workout if you want to execute on that. If you're going more sideways, again, same thing, just find a rhythm in your warm-up where it feels like it's natural and it's sustainable. The biggest thing that you could do wrong with the movements is just think that you got them in the bag and not try to find a good way to do them before you start the workout. Just remember when you tackle this workout that the Open comes only once a year. A lot of times what we see at the gyms is that people are feeling like they're pushing hard, but because they try to do that every day, it ends up being about 80% effort across the board. What we're expecting from you in the Open is that you hit every single workout at 100% of your available capacity. Don't leave anything in the tank. Go hard. If you fail, you can always do it again. Don't stress over it too much, but do give your best.